With great power comes great responsibility, and with new year comes new mega wave of Lego sets. And me saying this sounds darn silly, but it's what it is. As we were already in Malaysia and our kids absolutely love Legoland, we thought, why not plan a short New Year vacation around Legoland, Malaysia? That way, the kids get their theme park fun, and I also get to do my release day shopping for one of the biggest Lego drops of the year. As soon as we entered, my husband and kids made a beeline for driving school and fire station, while I headed straight to the big shop. Our priorities were sorted. One of the nicest things about shopping at Legoland is that we get flat 10% discount on all Lego sets store wide. And on top of that, we also qualify for GWPs. And speaking of GWPs, there were quite a few older exclusives still around, like Luke Skywalker's lightsaber and the Harry Potter Room of Requirement. Also, the more recent ones, such as the Goonies Walsh's Attic, Ro Lawrence Shuttle Pod, and TIE Fighter, were around as well. However, most of the festive GWPs had already been fully redeemed, including the Mini Knights Castle and the Festive Train. Only the hot chocolate stand and gazebo were still available. The Lunar New Year GWP Horse One was also on the shelves. There were a few additional offers running, like RM28 off on a RM288 purchase across City, Ninjago, Friends, and Duplo. For smaller sets, this effectively worked out to an extra 10% discount on top of the existing store wide 10%, which is always nice. The first display I saw was one of the most dreaded sets of 2025, the Tropical Aquarium, but my eyes were firmly locked onto the Ninjago section. It was absolutely selling like hotcakes. Almost every single person walking out of the store with a Lego bag had the 15th anniversary Ninja character display set. By evening, there were only two of them left on shelves, and I honestly couldn't resist picking one up for myself. I thought of picking up the new Kai's mech as well as the spinners. However, we are visiting the Ninjago section of the Legoland tomorrow, and there might be different offers running on those sets. So I just kept them on hold. One of the other popular sets is the 15th anniversary Four Weapons Blacksmith set, and this particular set is already on back order on the website. However, for some strange reason, this set is having 20% discount in a store near me, and I thought on the way back from Legoland, I'll pick it up there. So I didn't buy that. Instead, I checked out the merchandise section and picked up a couple of nice Ninjago t-shirts for my son, and he absolutely loved them. Considering it was year-end holidays as well as new mega drop of Lego, I was expecting huge crowds at the shop, but strangely the crowd wasn't too much. It was easy shopping through the store, and I made my way into the lunar section. And lunar sets are quite popular here in the Southeast Asian region. And with the festival just a few days away, the lunar sets were selling out quite fast, and the Fortune Master was being picked up by almost every other Chinese Lego fan who walked into the store. Even though there were some solid discounts on other lunar sets, they were not selling that much compared to this. Another very popular section was the new Lego City Ride sub theme. These are affordable $10 sets, perfect even for casual fans and very easy on the pocket. The shelf was constantly restocked, but nearly everyone with kids aged 3 and 5 were picking them up. I did the same and grabbed all four for Agastya, and I'm sure he's gonna love building these in the coming days. Next, I made my way to the icon section to check out the one set I absolutely did not want to miss on day one, the Stranger Things Creel House, mainly for its amazing building techniques and minifigure lineup. Unfortunately, the exclusive WSQK, the Squawk radio station GWP, was nowhere in sight, and when I asked the Legoland staff, they confirmed that they hadn't received even a single one yet. The Ideas Lovebirds was there on the shelf along with the modular shopping street, but the vintage Silly Hats Parade GWP was missing. The store hadn't received that either. I was genuinely disappointed that I couldn't get one thing I really wanted in store, but thankfully I was able to place an order for the last set with GWP from my favorite Lego store elsewhere. And I managed to get both exclusive and new GWP stacked together. I was honestly jumping with joy. The next stop was Speed Champions, which is always hugely popular here in Malaysia. The new F1 movie set was selling fast, but it was also being restocked just as quickly. However, the two sets that kept disappearing were much loved Lightning McQueen and Bugatti Vision, which looks absolutely perfect. Then I checked out the Harry Potter section, and there were no offers or discounts on these except for Room of Requirement. There was Hospital Wing Castle extension, which surprisingly does not include Madame Pomfrey minifigure. There was also Cauldron's Potions Classroom, and my favorite Hagrid's minifigure scale flying motorcycle with Death Eaters. I'm definitely gonna buy a couple of these sets because they are just adorable and I want a lot of those Death Eater minifigures. There is also another Castle extension for the Great Hall as well as the Flying Ford Angula, which I absolutely do not like. Also, there is Sorcerer's Stone Collector's Edition set, which is already on back order. I need most of these sets, especially the Castle extensions, Luna Lovegood's house, and Hagrid's motorcycle, but I have decided to pick them up only at 25% discount or higher later. One set I was personally very excited about was the Creator 3-in-1 Space Exploration Telescope, which comes with a light brick. It was a no brainer that this was an instant pickup. This is a 3-in-1 model, and we can also build a working solar system model, and the telescope can be modified into a microscope as well as a spaceship. I'm sure that I'm going to have a gala time building this with my son. I also wanted to buy few other cute animals as well as the fierce dinosaur and the stunning hummingbird. But I skipped them knowing that they will almost certainly go on sale very soon here at a minimum 25 to 40% discount in 3 to 4 months. So I skipped all of this and moved to the Marvel section, and it was stocked with Ghost Rider motorcycle, various mechs, Hulkbuster versus Hulk, and the latest Daily Bugle set. I kind of was tempted to buy the Daily Bugle set, but when I took a closer look at the set, it was more of a facade than detail. The dollhouse style bag had so many things missing. The details were not there as much as I expected. And I thought, like, okay, should I buy this? Shouldn't I buy this? And I decided, like, okay, let me wait and see if it goes on sale in a few months. If it doesn't, I can still buy it. And if it does, it's worth the wait. So I didn't buy this particular set and moved to the Star Wars section, which had the new 8080 and the Venator on shelves alongside other midi scale sets. I really wanted to buy the good looking 8080, but I'm pretty sure that all Star Wars sets also go on sale, and that too with good 25% discount. So I didn't wanted to hurry and pay so much to sets which I might not even build right away. So I didn't pick up any of these and checked out the other new Star Wars sets like the speeders, battle packs, and droids. Ultimately, I didn't feel like buying any of the Star Wars sets as of now. And also, to my surprise, I did not find a single person picking up Star Wars sets either, which actually helped my cause. So I moved to the next section, which anyone with a 5-year-old at home cannot avoid. That's the Lego City theme. This particular wave has some incredibly functional sets, and the airport fire engine is amazing with so much play value. But I decided to wait for sale. One set we genuinely needed and picked up was the compact Lego van, and I'm sure my son is gonna love building it and placing it in our Lego city. The Coast Guard rescue boat is not something I'm so much interested in, and also, I'm not interested in the Coast Guard helicopter set as well. I think I'm going to skip both of these sets altogether from this wave. Even the $10 electric car and the $15 yellow taxi and the $10 hot rod were easy skips. For some reason, I don't like any of these so much. And even if I decide to buy them later, it's still going to be okay considering they just cost $10. But I'll eventually pick up the police prisoner transporter van mainly for the wanted poster and the new female group minifigure. The snowplow and the aqua tractor were passes as well. I'm not too keen on them. I don't like them so much. So it was easy skip. But one set I really have been waiting for a long time is a functional, good looking garbage truck, similar to the Toy Story Getaway garbage truck. And this one from this wave is absolutely stunning and was an instant pick. The cement mixer was a skip, and the airport set, I'm not too keen on it. Saying no to my son was really difficult considering he loves everything airport, and we have Officer McCain returning in this set with a sunflower lanyard. I want that minifigure, but just for that, I don't want to buy an entire set, so I'm gonna skip those for now. The fries food truck looks very cartoonish, but I'm pretty sure I'll still end up buying this just to complete the food truck series. I know I'm gonna pick it up later. Next, I moved to the Sonic section and I was pleasantly surprised. I was expecting the new Sonic sets to sell out quickly, but no one seemed interested. I definitely want to pick these up for the amazing minifigures and cars, but I can happily wait and not pay the premium price if others are not so interested. So I quickly moved to the merchandise section to check out some t shirts for my husband, and there was one that said, I don't change my mood, which perfectly summed up everything I say to him right before entering a Lego store, only to do the exactly opposite. He loved the t shirt and almost forgot the shopping bill altogether, which is a definite win win for me. So I also checked out few Legoland t shirts, and I particularly liked a blue one, but I was like, okay, maybe tomorrow or some other time. So I didn't buy that. Instead, I moved to the next section of the Lego sets, that was Friends, which has been one of the most underrated themes in the recent years. And this wave has some amazing sets lined up. The Friends Clubhouse is wonderful, and the Pet Accessories van is adorable, cute little set. And while I'm not a fan of mini dolls, I absolutely love the vibrant color and creative parts that come with these sets. The supermarket set has fantastic elements, and the hair pieces and animals that are stacked in these sets are just splendid. I have built some great mocks using French sets in the past using the rebrickable instructions, and I can't wait for these to go on sale so I can pick up the garden restaurant and Liam's family house along with the supermarket set. Quite a few of these sets were selling quite good considering people love Friends theme here in Malaysia, and the garden restaurants and Liam's family house both were almost gone from shelves, but I'm pretty sure these will be restocked very soon. So I don't have to panic and buy them. I can happily wait. So, finishing up all the shopping, I went with my son to visit the world's first life size Lego Ferrari F50 built using 4,21,652 bricks. Agastya then built a few Ferraris of his own, tested them, and raced them through the arena. He had an absolute gala time over here. He didn't want to leave this arena. Later, we relaxed in the imagination land. Played a few games, fully knowing we would never win, and then walked through Miniland admiring the stunning displays. The lit up Singapore skyline looked absolutely gorgeous, and of course, the brick built Taj Mahal was breathtaking. We also waved goodbye to the Legoland train before wrapping up the day. And finally, here is a look at everything I bought from the Mega Drop on New Year's Day. And let me know in the comments how is your new year with the Lego went. Wishing you all a very happy new year. Thanks for watching. and see you all soon in the next one. Take care.